The NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got with tip-off.
Thank you, Kevin.
On his way for sure. David, thanks. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Outside the wings are Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Robinson Earl in at the center. And for the Nets, we've got Durant, also O'Neal out there, and it's Sumner in at the two-guard spot. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Giddey with it. Simmons is there. They get the rebound. Pokusevski with the bucket.
That's an easy board for Poku and an easy putback.
And here are the Nets. Here's Simmons into the lane, and then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Simmons against Giddey. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. Here's Sumner. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Dort against Durant. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Robinson Earl, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Outside, Simmons. Passes to Claxton. Durant in the corner. Misses the three. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
The drive by Simmons. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hands.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
6 to shoot. Giddey, no one around him. Offline with his three. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, look at that.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Pokusevski. Dort against Durant. Fires from the line. Dort misses. Nets leading by 4. Outside, Simmons. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Count that one for Dort.
He's just not allowing the close defender to get in his way as Dort plays intense there.
Here's Simmons. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And it's not a team in desperate need of a veteran. Someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
Baisley's checked in for the Thunder.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Edwin Sumner. That's Mills in for O'Neal. It's Curry outside. Thunder with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
And the length that Pokusevski has out there will give defenses a lot of problems like that.
And about Pokusevski, what a nice addition he's been, Brent, to the roster for Oklahoma City.
Well, he adds some nice size to the roster, and by that I mean kind of just height. He is a pretty skinny player out there, but he's a good scorer. He can handle the ball. He's got some skills as a big guy. It's about calming down a little bit and finding some more consistency with the role that he plays.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mann, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And guys, they've done a great job throwing their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Williams, he's checked in for Pokusevski. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. For Brooklyn, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And a season ago at the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside Williams. Now, here is Muscala. Guarded closely. Williams passes to Mann. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Curry from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 7 points in the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. No good from Simmons.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Williams. Some solid defense there from KD. The Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Curry. No good from outside. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
That's a good look from Bazley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's Claxton, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Just 3 on the clock, and he gets it to go.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please give a big round of applause for your next.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the floor for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second quarter. Giddey and Gilgeous-Alexander are the guards. We'll see Dort and Bazley playing it forward. And it's Muscala in at the 5. Muscala finds Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Muscala. And he goes in for the dunk.
Starting the offense, Dort reading the defense and made the right call in that pick and roll.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Sharp the pass to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you.
And Bazley showing up now physically on the boards.
Here's Harris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
O'Neal's checked in for Patty Mills. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Okashevsky's checked in for Muscala. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive.
Wow. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris shoots over Dort. Second chance shot. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
The Nets making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Kusevsky. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. It's tipped, and they'll get another chance. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Bazley.
Bazley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Your next Youth Nets team. Once again.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Bazley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Bazley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bazley is such a tease. He's got all of these skills and such a multifaceted forward. There's a lot of versatility there.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Good on the bucket.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Simmons passes to Sharp. The dish to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 15 points for Ben Simmons.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Bazley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp, and Durant subbed in for Harris. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Mann's checked in, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thunder trailing by 8.
Second quarter.
Man passes to Baisley. Pass to Pokusevski. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Sumner kicks to Simmons. Shoots over Dort, and the shot is long. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Man. The baseline J. It's hauled in by Claxton. That's leading by 8. Here's O'Neal. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Oklahoma City shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside, Dort. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Back to Dort. Elbow shot is on the way. It's tipped. Here's Sumner. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Thunder trailing by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Pokusevski. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. Pokusevski with the bucket. Pokusevski's got 10 points. And it's Simmons penetrating. And it's good, 2 points.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Mike Muscala is checked in for Pokusevski. Kenrich Williams comes in for Dort. And it's Williams in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Baisley. And Simmons kicks to Sumner. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The Thunder have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And Williams drops them both. The 3 from Mills. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Durant is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. Front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks.
next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Simmons dishes to KD, and stolen by Giddey. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
SGA entering the NBA as a very good shooter with the potential to become a great one.
And Simmons slams it in.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
Pokusevski's checked in for the Thunder.
Into the lineup for the Thunder, Alexei Pokusevski.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the right iron.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Giddey the pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Pokusevski, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Nets working the ball around now. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Passes it to Sumner. To the paint, here's Claxton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Claxton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort, and it's denied. Here's Sumner. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Claxton. He kicks to O'Neal. Here's Simmons. It's Durant on the wing. A 3. Pokusevski grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Man, if this offense can get Luguentz Dort to become a reliable option, it's going to open some stuff up.
Count that bucket.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And stolen by Giddey. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pokusevski with the bucket. Pokusevski's got 12 in the game. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against. And that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And then for Brooklyn, Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for O'Neal, and Thomas subbed in for Edmund Sumner. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Mills, he's checked in for the Nets. And the pass to Wiggins. Pass to Mann. Just 5 on the clock. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
they're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Mann, covered by Mills. Mann can't hit. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Down low, here's Sharp. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Wiggins finds Williams. Pass to Muscala. Fires the three. A rebound by the Nets. And here's Mills. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Patty's just so aggressive out there on the floor and forces the defense's hand, constantly looking to get either contact or get himself to the free throw line.
There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mann passes to Wiggins. Now here's Williams from outside the arc. The rebound by Sharp.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Kicks it to Williams. No dice and 9 feet out. And so it's Brooklyn with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Outside the wings are Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Robinson Earl in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Moment here now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City. The news is not good. He hyperextended his elbow. They are icing it to reduce the swelling, but he's in a lot of pain. From what we have gathered, this injury will definitely keep him out of this game, and maybe for a long time, too. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And Brooklyn making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Jang.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Giddey the pass to Jang. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Shoots the three. Robinson Earl, no good. Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Good.
Dort showing a little bit of touch there and gets aggressive off the dribble.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Curry's shot is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Giddey. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
Thunder trailing by 12. Now here's Giddey with some arc. Here's Robinson Earl. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got 7 rebounds in the game. O'Neal kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Patty Mills. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Beasley's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Nets leading by 12. Lets it fly. Claxton, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Puts up a 3. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And it's blocked. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Sumner. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 15. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. And the Thunder with the possession here. 15-point game. Here's Giddey. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. 1:37 left to play here in the 4th. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Thunder trailing by 13. 55 seconds left in the fourth. Talking about defensive specialists.
First personal foul.
How about the hustle
14.
Lou Dort shows on D?
Well, this is a guy you throw out there and you say, sick him, go guard the best player on the other team. And that's something that he takes that challenge on, takes a lot of pride on the defensive end, and has become a very important part of this team.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robinson Earls checked in.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz Dort and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded. Dort wide open. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And Luguentz Dort, one thing you appreciate about him is he brings that competitive juice every night.
Claxton the pass to Durant, and stolen by Williams.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Outside, Dort. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Sumner. From deep. No good there. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm,